Hometown of a poor shoemaker apprentice who later became the dictator of Romania, Scornicesti has been for many decades the symbol of an ideology doomed to failure. It has been the perfect reflection of an artificially created society. Since the collapse of the communist establishment in 1989, the town has been struggling to recover and restore its very identity. No matter what efforts are made, there are places in the small town of Scornicesti that still bear witness to the communist era. This is the house where Ceausescu was born and raised, together with his 12 siblings. And here one can find the famous oak tree that should have been the symbol for longevity and stability. It is nothing more than a crippled old tree, artificially sustained by some corroded metal bars, pointing for sure towards a town and a society that had been artificially sustained themselves. The same is true for the monument across the road which guards the house. There are some other guardians of this place up on the hill nearby. The local cemetery where Ceausescu's parents and other relatives are buried is a quiet witness. However, it does speak loudly to a very real fact. People's days here on earth are numbered. No one lives here forever. In spite of trying to play God, Ceausescu's days were numbered and the judgment of God was inevitable. Eventually, the dictator fell. The communist regime collapsed. Justice has been made. October the 2nd, 2005, Scornicesti. The streets are filled with a triumphant noise, but the trumpets are not ringing for the tyrant. Rather, they honor the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. They praise God the Almighty right here. The sense of joy and victory is mixed up with a sense of irony. But it's the irony of God. The town of Scornicesti is witnessing a brilliant new chapter in its history. With help from local churches, students from Emmanuel University, and consistent support from the Countryside Mission and the Romanian churches in the United States, the first church has been built here in Scornicesti.
Pentru noi a fost o zi deosebită, o zi istorică, pentru că astăzi în Scornicești a fost inaugurat o clădire, o bucată de pământ, dar acestea sunt doar cele văzute din ceva ce nu se vede. Oamenii se uită la clădirea care a fost inaugurată. Semnificația acelei clădiri trimite mai departe, către oamenii din acest oraș. Clădirea care s-a inaugurat astăzi este destinată a fi un centru de recuperare spirituală pentru cei care sunt pierduți, un centru de consiliere pentru cei ce au nevoie de sfat, un loc de odihnă spirituală pentru cei care sunt fără odihnă.
The dedication of the new church building was attended by believers from all over Romania, government officials, and also international guests. Former U.S. Ambassador to Romania David Funderburk was especially thrilled to be present, given his outspoken criticism of the Romanian dictator.
Well, during 1981 to 85, I met with Nicolae Ceasusescu 14 times, officially. One of those times for 8 hours, when Secretary of State Alexander Haig came to Romania. And as the ambassador, I had access, of course, to intelligence information and other information that showed the horrible things Ceausescu was doing to many of the people, especially the evangelical believers. I can't express to you how wonderful a feeling it is. It's a feeling of victory, of our belief and our faith, and that nothing is impossible where God is present.
The dedication service began with the singing of hymns, both Romanian and American, interpreted by a fine brass band from Arad. The The Sunday morning dedication service for the church in Scornicesti ended with an evangelistic message preached by world evangelist Sammy Tippett. We may think that there is no history with this church, but this church has a great history. Long before this land was given, long before this building was built, this church was birthed in the hearts of people, said Dr. Tippett.
When I first came to Romania in 1980, I saw a quality of commitment to Christ that I had only read about in history books. And it was then that the Lord, really back during the days of Ceasusescu, that the Lord gave me a vision that what is happening in the hearts of the people of Romania spiritually needs to spread throughout the whole region. And so my vision is that what God is doing here today, for instance, this church plant, this dedication, the spirit that is here would be taken to the whole region.
The Washington Post called it revenge. Dr. Paul Negrut said it was vindication. A closely associated Romanian word, vindecare, means healing. Ambassador Funderburg called it a sense of irony in history. Sammy Tippett said it was a special moment, and everyone agreed that it was history in the making.
Astăzi este o zi în care, după ce Ceausescu și-a întors fața către Scornicești, oamenii și-au întors spatele către Scornicești, credem că Dumnezeu își întoarce fața către Scornicești. Asta este mesajul pe care am vrut să-l transmitem prin inaugurarea acestui centru creștin, locaș în care se vor desfășura activitățile bisericii de aici, o biserică fiică a unei alte biserici din zonă. Credem că astăzi Dumnezeu își întoarce fața către oamenii de aici.
God has turned his face on Scornicesti, and the light of the gospel started to shine in this place so dark and so evil. The Baptist Church is the living testimony of a new beginning in this town. God presented these people a second chance, namely the chance of everlasting life. Ceausescu is dead. Jesus Christ is victorious. But the restoration has just begun, and the fruits are yet to come.